Scott, thank you for joining us. The busy week continues as we face Forest Green at the weekend. Can I get your thoughts ahead of that game?
Yeah, well, first of all, we've recovered really well from what was a tough game on Tuesday night, and we're now looking forward to what's going to be another tough game. Obviously, they're fighting for their lives at the bottom. They had a good result themselves on Tuesday, so they've got a little bit of momentum coming into this game. So we know what it's like as a club. You know, we was in that similar sort of position this time last year, and we knew that every game we had to fight for our lives, and they're going to be, you know, much the same, no doubt. So we know that we've got to be at our very best in order for us to get anything from the game. I think this will be potentially one of the hardest games we're playing because of that reason. You know, a lot of people will look at this and think we should win this game, and whether they're right or wrong, the fact of the matter is that they're going to be up for it, and they're going to be really going for it to try and get something from the game. We've just got to make sure that we maintain what we've been doing. Certainly in the last game, we know there's certain areas of the pitch that we've got to improve on. I think over the last two games defensively we've been a lot tighter. We've limited the opposition to very little. But equally on the back of that, at the other end of the pitch, I feel that we, for all our play, certainly on Tuesday night, we played really efficiently through the pitch, but then probably didn't challenge the keeper as much as we needed to. So something that we've spoke about as a group. The players are mindful of that, and we've been working extremely hard to try and fix that. So let's hope that we see some improvements in that area.
Do you think a game like this is one of the ones that will probably bring the best out of the lads? Obviously, Forest Green, as you say, they've got everything to play for, so they're going to be trying to be on their best game. So if anything, and we're obviously trying to get back to winning ways. So if anything, it should really draw out the best of the players, shouldn't it?
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, you make a good point. Let's hope so. Let's hope it does. But we're going to concentrate on us, and we're going to play kind of our way. But like I say, if we can be a little bit more clinical at the top of the pitch, I think there was times and moments in the game on Tuesday night, certainly when we could have potentially worked the keeper more, or certainly threatened the goal more. We get in the final third brilliantly well and really efficiently, and then we get to that final bit and it sometimes fizzles to nothing. It's not through the want of trying on the training ground and in the classroom at the training ground and showing and coaching and the work we do on it is clearly there to see, but like we need to see an outcome from it now, and I think they've seen positives from a defending point of view. Like I said, I think we've limited the opposition to very little in the last two games, certainly, and even probably the game before that. I know that we conceded 2 goals against Morecambe, but we did limit them to very little as well. But I want to see kind of for all the possession and how quickly we can cut through teams to go and then, put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, we've seen some positive impacts from players that have come off the bench in the last couple of games. Roland Darcy and Jeremy Kelly be great examples of that, obviously getting themselves starts on Tuesday night. How important is this squad going to be in this run of fixtures, because we have got a lot coming up, haven't we?
Most important thing is the squad now, certainly in them top areas of the pitch, because we're asking them to press and run really hard, to press the opposition and then kind of run back and thicken up behind the ball as well. So we've got players who are capable of coming on the pitch and making a spark and a difference. I thought Rolls come on and showed a real spark when he come on the pitch, and I thought so did Harry Forster as well. So we may need to rotate it around again just to keep people fresh. But yeah, I think there's a few sore bodies, but we're ready to go again.
Yeah, so I suppose as we've said, numerous occasions on, when we talked about the Bristol Street Motors Trophy games when the squad was changing quite a lot. It's a nice problem to have, isn't it? Especially in this busy run of fixtures, knowing that you've got players, as you mentioned, like Rolls and others on the bench who can come on and make such a big impact.
Yeah, for sure. No, I've spoke to the players and spoke to the squad and said, look, I don't want anyone to feel like they're ever being dropped, because it's not the case. It's a case of kind of refreshing and resting, and they're fully on board and fully aware of that. Let's hope that we can keep doing that in an efficient way where, we are getting fresh legs on the pitch always, and I think it's going to get worse in March, especially around the Easter time. I think, March, April time, it's going to get really, really difficult because the games are going to come even thicker, so we've got to make sure that we look after the lads and we really monitor their running stats really monitor their load and really monitor what they do in between games as well, which we are doing.
Yeah, it's an exciting period for the fans as well. Obviously, another home game on Saturday, and then a big trip to Wimbledon, which we know how much that means to fans. We saw that in the home game. So I suppose the message is really get behind the lads in these next few fixtures, and hopefully we'll be getting back to winning ways.
Yeah, exactly. I thought they were really good actually Tuesday night, because I thought that it was actually a good game. To say it was a draw, it was a pretty good game. I think it was really clear to see that we were the team that were trying to win it. They were the team that were trying to slow things down with goal kicks and throw-ins and that, but we were front foot and wanted to try and win the game. And I think the crowd could see that. They could see the effort from the lads. And I think pretty much all season we've give a team on the pitch that the fans can be proud of. I think they've really enjoyed the style of football. I think it's clear to see. Everyone talks about it. We run short a little bit on certain things and certain aspects of our game, but we're not through the want of trying. We're working extremely hard on the training ground to make sure that we try and improve in them areas all the time.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Scott, Forest Green, they're another side you're playing this half of the season. They've got a different manager from the first time you played them. What have you noticed the difference between a Steve Cotterill, Forest Green, and was it Troy Deeney last time, or was it even before?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
When we played him, Unsworth was it?
Yeah.
No, not David Horseman.
Yeah. So what have you noticed? Sorry, get back to it. What have you noticed the difference between the two sides?
Well, listen, not to be disrespectful to the old manager, but obviously Steve Cotterill's come in and there's been a real upturn in their energy for a start. They're having a right go. They look organised. They kind of play a structure that gets the best out of the team that he's got. They've got some attacking threats. They've got back Christian Deutsch, who's a legend there, who I had at Forest Green when we won promotion from the National League, and he was a brilliant player then, and he still is now. He's a real handful, and they've got some other good players as well. So we know that. Listen, Tuesday night give them a big uplift in terms of their win, so they're going to come here with a little bit more confidence than probably what they have had in past games. So we know it's going to be a tough game. Yeah,
you referenced you were actually at Forest Green. I think it's 3 seasons were you there for?
Yeah, 3 seasons. Yeah, 2015 to 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and obviously good memories from.
Great club, yeah, great club, good chairman. Good fan base. The fans were brilliant, really good fans, and it's a really good club. Nice part of the world as well. Lovely place to live. So I'd like to see him get out of it, because obviously a bit of history when we brought him up into the Football League. But hopefully they fix it after Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you talked about Jeremy Kelly. He really impressed on his debut on Tuesday night. How pleased are you that he settled in that quickly?
Yeah, really pleased, yeah. I mean, I was worried about, obviously we know he was going to be fit, because I think them boys over there, they tend to be really fit boys who can run. But with him not playing much football, I kind of did worry that he would blow up, but he doesn't look like he does. The fact that I bring him off is because he needs to come off. I don't want to overcook him where we then lose him for the remainder of the games. So it's important that we monitor his time and his load. But like I say, he's a fit boy, and whilst he would have admitted that he did tire towards the end, he would have probably stayed on and been fine. But like I said, I don't want to lose him. But yeah, I think he's done extremely well. I think it's clear to see he's a good footballer. He's got good energy. He comes in, he rotates well with Ronan Darcy on that down that left hand side. He comes in, he rolls out. He kind of understands the movements that we've been working on all season. We've added some more bits kind of today about different things we want to do. And he gets it. He's a smart footballer, and I think that he's a real positive addition to the squad.
And where are we with the rest of the squad? Full bit of health?
Yeah, some aches and pains and some bumps and bruises, certainly from Tuesday night. So we are currently still monitoring 1 or 2. We may need to freshen up.
Yeah. And I just wanted to ask you about looking at next year's FA Cup. They are talking about introducing these blue cards. I don't know if you've read much into it. What are your thoughts on it, if you have?
Yeah.
That's a knowing smile.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not. Not keen on it, if I'm honest with you.
No.
You know, I think it's just more disruption and more aggro from a coaching point of view. If that is the case, then you know we're going to probably have Jay Williams stood with me more than he's on the pitch. You know. But no, listen. We know that, and we do speak to the players about discipline. We do speak to the players about making sure that we do our job to the letter of the law as well as we can, because I think it's important that we have players on the pitch, and obviously they're no good to me while they're sat in the stand suspended. But no, it's not something that I'd be favour of. I just don't see how it improves anything.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank
Good
you.
luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.